That being said, I feel like another reason that I'm happy that these religions are becoming more popular is because it is forcing people to investigate into the truth, not just these conspiracy theory truths, but the truths about how your ancestors how your ancestors have been subjugated and alienated from their kinfolk, and that not only caused for this familial or economic dysfunction in our community, but it's also caused us to be culturally and spiritually handicapped as well.
Absolutely.
And once people start realizing that the source of their frustration or the source of their dysfunction comes from a disconnect with their ancestors, they're ready to wake up. It's almost like the first step. And I'm just happy to see that people are finding solidarity through not just through racial issues, but issues connected to kinship that have been racialized. So I wanted to ask you, what makes you proud to be a practitioner of an African spiritual tradition?
What makes me proud is the fact that I am able to see the difference between my life and the life of others. You know, I don't have issues that other people have. I am guided. I am protected. Even when it comes down to, and I share with you all the time, just the smallest things that happen,
You do.
even,
You share everything.
take this way home, make a left right here. I hear that clearly and I listen. And then I find out, that there was a 3-car pileup and that I would have been sitting on 20 West for 2 hours.
Right. Yep.
And I don't ever keep gas in my car, so I would have ran out of gas and my whole day would have been ruined. Do you get what I'm saying?
In my little Mercedes, here I come.
So it's like small things like
traffic.
that. Exactly.
Right.
I don't have those type of issues. I am absolutely and without a doubt guided and protected from nonsense and from foolishness. I am sustained. For those of you who don't know, my ministry is an accoutrement or an additional way that I earn income. I have a whole other business that's very successful. I'm not hurting for money. I'm not hurting for anything. I'm absolutely provided for, and that's not the case with the majority of our people. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. I leave the house when I'm ready to go. I don't clock in. I do what the fuck I want to do. And my ancestors allow me that privilege, and the Orisha as well. Everybody can't say that,
And when you talk about everybody, I want to talk specifically about white people, which is I'm thankful to have found African spirituality because white people can subconsciously, consciously, unconsciously, they can be dead, alive, brain dead, a fucking vegetable, and have pride in their family ancestry. Oh, I'm Italian. Oh, I'm an American. And those titles
in a trailer park with no teeth with the flag on their t-shirt.
And I am an American. And they are happy and I'm an American as well. But there's a certain dissonance that I have trying to identify with any title that is created in a nation that's the daughter of Europe. So I'm thankful to be able to root my identity or design my identity in the makings of my ancestors. I'm thankful to have been able to I'm thankful to be able to practice African spirituality, if only because it's because it's a form of resistance, because it pisses people off, because it's mesmerizing. Beyond all of those illusory experiences that I'm having, the reality is that on a day-to-day basis, I'm taking the resources of white people and spreading those same financial resources amongst black people.
Exactly.
I'm someone that I feel like I'm an informant. I'm working in white systems, white universities, white colleges. I'm working around white people, and here it is. I'm waking up black people that control the means of production, that are trying to wake up their students.
That are the means of production.
Exactly. I'm talking to faculty that are like, hey, I'm about to integrate this part of African spirituality into this intro to sociology course with 600 students. This is going to be, I'm now able to create systemic change in the same ways that white people are, just through venerating my ancestors. The same knowledge and power that they have access to, I now have access to it. Because historically and systemically, we can't have those types of connections. But when you just work a little bit harder to develop that connection, it is worth it. And I am a proud African practitioner of African spirituality.
I am too. I'm so proud, you know, and it's something that I instill in my children and anybody that I have the opportunity to, you know, because, and the thing about it is, if people would just dip their toe in, it feels so natural, because it's who we are. It's that happy place for you. You know, I have never seen things move as quickly in my life as I have once I started praying the way my ancestors prayed.
Right.
You know, I mean, I prayed to Jesus my whole life, and I still got prayers that I'm waiting on from when I was 12, you know, but I go to Ifa, I go to my ancestors, I go to the Orisha, and I'm seeing movement almost immediately.
Right.
You know, people come to me and they've been in stagnant and dysfunctional relationships for 2 and 3 years, you know, and I set them on a course, give them a bath, send them a trinket, tell them do this and call this name. And 2 weeks later, they're texting me, oh my God, you will never believe what just happened. No, I believe it.
Right.
You know, because that's our place of power, you know, and these are things that we were cut off from for a reason. You know, they separated us from our traditions. They made it illegal to practice our religions. They separated us from our ancestors for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so when we get back to that, and we are then sitting on our thrones again, and we're wielding the power given to us naturally by way of our DNA and our melanin, then the tables would turn.
Right.
The tables would turn. And I said in the previous segment that reparations are not going to be given. They're not something that are going to be given. They have to be taken. They have to be created. Those roads have to be paved. And I'm paving them with my feet, and I need y'all to walk with me, widen this road. You know, I'm doing the best that I can, you know, to pave the way for us to have what it is that we deserved and what it is that we are entitled to. But if you guys want to keep clocking in every day and keep going to church on Sunday, it's a slower road. It's a slower road.
Yeah, and I
fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline